Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. If you're just joining us, last segment we discussed the 36th annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. birthday celebration held at the Marcus Performing Arts Center. Well, January is National Mentoring Month, and it's no surprise Dr. King had mentors that helped inspire his dream. They included his graduate school professor at Boston University, Howard Thurman, who taught him the principle of nonviolence through the work of Gandhi, and Dr. Benjamin E. Mays, who served as the president of the Morehouse College in Atlanta. He also delivered Dr. King's eulogy. It was Dr. King who said, "Life's most persistent question is, what are you doing for others?" My next guest, they represent an organization that works to help children realize their full potential and build their futures. Amy Chionchio is the president and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Metro Milwaukee, and Josh Mahlik, he is big brother to Geremiah and the 2019 Big Brother Match of the Year. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
And I'm excited to talk about Big Brothers Big Sisters of Metro Milwaukee. Your mission is to create and support one-to-one mentoring relationships that ignite the power and promise of youth. That's pretty amazing. Talk about why your mission is so important.
Yeah, I mean, Milwaukee has a big need with a population of children that are facing adversity. And the children that we serve particularly are usually from single-parent households. Mm-hmm. They live in low-income houses, and they may or may not have an incarcerated parent. And so when you think about a young person and what would help them, one extra caring adult in their life can oftentimes make the difference.
Yeah.
And that's the mentor, and in this case, it's Josh. And honestly, the relationship that you have built with Geremiah over the last 4 years is just amazing. And it's that one extra caring adult that, again, can help a child realize that they've got a chance, that somebody cares about them, and that we're going to do it together.
Wow, so you've been mentoring your little, and I'll explain. So the adults who are mentors are called the bigs, mm-hmm. and then the kids are the littles. So you've been mentoring Geremiah for 4 years. Mm-hmm. That says quite a bit in itself, but how did you first get involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Yeah, absolutely. I had a colleague several years ago who was involved in the program, and just kind of seeing the impact he made with his little inspired me to want to do it. It took some time because many of us millennials moved around, had different jobs, but finally I got to a point in my life where, you know, I was steady, I was going to be in Milwaukee long term, and it was a great way for me to develop a relationship with a kid and help him, you know, achieve what he wants to achieve.
Mm-hmm. And then they've got these programs outside of the mentorship that goes on that really allows young people to hone in on specific things, such as the Mentor 2.0.
Yes.
So that's technology-enriched mentoring.
Yes.
And then you've also got a program that's community-based mentoring. So a long list of things that really do make a difference.
Yes. And I mean, every volunteer is different. We're
mm-hmm.
a volunteer-based organization. That's who we named our organization after, mm-hmm. Big Brothers Big Sisters. And so we have one program, which is one-to-one mentoring, but we have 3 options.
Okay.
So Josh and Geremiah are in the community-based program where they basically make their own schedule when they're going to get together. We ask that mentoring matches meet consistently, mm-hmm. 3 to 4 times a month. And we ask for a minimum commitment from volunteers for 2 years. And again, these guys have been together for 4.
They've gone 4.
Yeah, so rock stars.
Yes, indeed.
So in the community-based program, you are working with your own schedules and you're flexing whether you get together on Saturday or whether you get together after school or whatever. Mm-hmm. The other mentoring model we have is our school-based program. We partner with 12 different schools, and you would meet your little sister at one of our partner schools.
Okay.
And that's at a certain day, at a certain time, and we work on homework, and then there's time to do the social emotional kind of bonding. Mm-hmm. And then Mentor 2.0 is our high school program focused on college readiness, where we are in the classroom every week teaching, starting in sophomore year, mm-hmm. A curriculum-focused program that helps these kids understand, A, what is college, so we increase their college knowledge, we work with their soft skills, critical thinking, mm-hmm. perseverance, grit, persistence, that sort of thing, to try to get, these are often first-generation college students, get their minds to open up that college is a possibility for them.
I love it.
Might be tech school, might be 4 years, might be even a certificate program.
Because everyone's different. Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
So those 3 different mentoring options are really to accommodate what a volunteer is capable of. Again, Josh and Geremiah are getting together once a week, or pretty much once a week on their own. The school-based program is a little more structured. A lot of those bigs in that program are college-age kids. They do need the structure. And not to say it evil, but we partner with the higher ed. We partner with Marquette and UWM and Carroll University out in Waukesha, and that helps those elementary age kids connect with someone who's in college, and they can start again kind of expanding their mind and their futures.
And it's inspiring and motivating, and I want to do that when I grow up type of thing. Yes, that's what it's all about. I did mention January is National Mentoring Month, and right now it's my understanding that you guys have a long list of littles who are waiting to be matched with bigs, and so that says that this is an opportunity to say to our viewing audience that they too can be a mentor. They could very well be mentoring the next Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We don't know.
Nice.
So what would you say, Josh, to someone who's saying, I wouldn't mind doing it, but I really don't have time. I don't know if I can fit it in my schedule. What do you say to that?
I think, from my personal experience, it's not something that I feel is a time that is taken away from anything else. It's something I actually look forward to every week. And my experience with Geremiah, it's just so fun to see the world through a teenager's eyes again. Yeah. And to kind of coach him through some of those trials and tribulations that, I wish I would have had someone there for me at the time. Yeah. And I think it's just a great program and a great way to help kids accomplish their goals.
Yeah, and speaking of you and Geremiah getting together, you actually won the 2019-2020 Big Brother Match of the Year. So there is a video that I think will really paint the perfect picture of what it means to be a mentor, some of the things you guys do, and really why your relationship is so special. Let's take a look.
Josh Mahlik knew if he was going to commit to being part of Big Brothers Big Sisters, he wanted to be all in.
And I've had a lot of really awesome professional and personal mentors growing up, and I just think mentorship's really important, and I really just kind of wanted to pay that forward.
For 16-year-old Geremiah,
I didn't really want to at first.
The decision to be involved didn't come as quickly.
My mom thought it would be good for me to have more role models. And then after I tried it the first time, I really liked it.
After enrollment and match specialists looked at each of their backgrounds, styles, and interests, Josh was eventually paired with Geremiah.
They matched us really well, and that was, I don't know, I thought it was noticeable instantaneously. It was just kind of a natural progression of a friendship. Put some curve on it.
When I met him, right away I thought he was really cool. My hands are way too cold for this. And I was just really excited to have him as my big.
This is what real disc golfing's all about, looking in the woods.
In the 2.5 years since they've been together,
nice!
Some of their favorite things to do involve being outside.
Woo! Both Geremiah and I really enjoy fishing, and there have been some great excursions that BVBS organized for us, but then we've also gone out and done some of our own. We've also gone to a lot of sporting events, Packer games, Bucks games, just really fun activities that we both enjoy.
I really love when we go to the Milwaukee public market and play board games and get some food. Or I also really enjoy fishing and playing disc golf.
Oh. Geremiah, a junior at Shorewood High School, says he's grown in many ways since first meeting Josh.
I wasn't very confident in middle school, but Josh helped me get over my self-consciousness. Yeah, he just helped me to be less afraid to try things that would put me out of my comfort zone.
Geremiah says he definitely wants to go to college, but for now, he's okay with focusing in on his high school work, after-school sports, and his relationship with Josh.
I think it's nice to have a mentor, especially for people who don't have one.
I think Geremiah has all the opportunity in the world. I think his grades are good. He's clearly intelligent. I think getting into a good college and just kind of deciding what he wants to do, I think, is the fun part of it, right? So just making sure he's happy with whatever path he chooses is all I want for him.
Being a little has had such an impact on his life, Geremiah has some big plans for the future.
When I'm old enough and I have a set career, I want to come back and be a big, just so I can make another kid, feel the same way I did.
All right. Like I said, so cool. He keeps you young throwing that football, right?
He does. Throws a tight spiral.
Yeah, I think it's really special. And so what's the criteria for someone who may be watching who says, I would love to do that, I would like to sign up and make a difference?
I think that would be phenomenal. I mean, we do have 400 children on our wait list, so there, again, is a need. Particularly with at-risk kids in the Milwaukee area. So we would be happy to either receive a phone call. Anybody can give us a call at the office. We're there Monday through Friday. They can jump on our website and take a look at the options that we just spoke about and find out which one's best for them. We do orientations. We do gatherings with current bigs like Josh so that mentors who are in the program can talk to people who might be considering it and hear it from the person who's actually delivering it, the mentoring. And truthfully, we're open to anybody who's interested. You do have to be 21 years old and if you're in the community-based program, you need a car and a driver's license.
Yeah, and so you do background checks and all of those different things, of course. Just wanted to make sure somebody's at home saying, well, what about? So yeah, all of those things that need to be done to ensure the safety of a child, that is done on your administrative side. And then you actually go through a process to make sure that the little and the big match, that they kind of like the same things and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, especially when you're talking about a long-term relationship. I mean, Josh and Geremiah have a kind of a love of doing things outside, and they're a little bit sports focused. I mean, if we have a child who is struggling to read, we would want to find a big sister for them that would be willing to maybe go to the library more frequently than another match. So we do a lot of that compatibility matching up front and try to make the best match. And that's when we know actually, and we always talk about the little being the one that's impacted positively, and we do pre-test and post-test. So we do look at measurable outcomes. But I bet if you ask this guy if his life has changed, I kind of know what he would say.
Research says that it's not just the mentee who walks away feeling like, wow, this was awesome. The mentors do that very same thing. And, speaking of research and making sure things are going as they should, research says that, having a mentor helps with career success. It helps young people who are having issues with behavior and all those different things. So it's a win-win for everyone. So that's why it was important during the month of January that we spotlight you and make sure people know and remember that you're there and that they can make a difference.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure talking to you both. Amy Chionchio is the president and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Metro Milwaukee, and Josh Mahlik, he is big brother to Geremiah in the 2019 Big Brother Match of the Year. For more information on Big Brothers Big Sisters of Metro Milwaukee, you can again visit their website at bbbsmilwaukee.org or call 414-258-4778. That's going to do it for today's show. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. As always, thank you for watching, and I do hope you join us again next week as we take another look at Our Issues Milwaukee. Have a great day.